Yeah, new video. The reason why I found it important to have this conversation and have all these parts to the video is because I've seen Israelite sexual deviant behavior, and the thing is that sexual deviant people aren't always necessarily going into things that are unlawful, but it can lead down that path. Remember, like I told you with the dude that I know that goes to Chinese parlors, the fact that if I asked him a question, I don't think he would answer. He would know for sure that every single hand that he paid to yak him off was a woman hand. I've never asked him the question, but it is a question that I'm not even curious about, but it's one of those things that if I were in that situation, I would be very curious about. And what winds up happening is men can become perverts. These are the men, you might have a closet, not sodomite, but you might have a closet pervert around you. And then, you know how we are in this truth, a lot of times we can only relate to one another. So we have a lot of gatherings. We invade each other over each other's houses. And you might got a man that's a total fucking nasty pervert in the same house, under the same roof as your children and your woman. And you don't know what's going through that brother's mind, but you know that a lot of lust goes through his mind. Because this video is for two types of people. Who I want to watch this video are two specific categories of people. And I'm going to say people because it's not just brothers, it's women too. This is for you brothers out there that are exhibiting some of this sexual deviant behavior that I've talked about. Brothers and sisters. And this is for you that may be around somebody that is exhibiting this sexually deviant behavior. Because these behaviors are not normal. These behaviors lead down a rabbit hole, lead down a path of sin and wickedness. And you have to wonder, in all honesty, what led to it. And me, I give a lot of things deep thought because I'm a naturally curious person and I like to know how the world works. So I gave a lot of thought to how the fuck does somebody go from being somebody's bundle of joy to being a fucking pedophile? How do you go from being somebody's bundle of joy to being accused of the things that R. Kelly was accused of? Or Diddy? How do you go from that to being a sex trafficker or being just a fucking sodomite or a pervert? And it all starts with, well, in my opinion, at least, when you abandon your faith in the Most High. And a lot of y'all, let's keep it real. A lot of y'all say y'all believe in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, but your actions prove otherwise. You talk a good one, but you don't live it. And the further you get away from the Most High, the more he lets you wander in this world. And one thing that this world is good for pushing on people is sex. Have as much of it as you want with whatever you want. You have a fucking American Pie where a guy did it with a damn cherry pie. I think it was a cherry pie. So this is something warning you brothers out there that also may wander into that. Like, be very careful. Because once you start getting into that shit, now you get to the point where you got to do weird shit to get turned on. A guy that has a high body count is like a woman that has a high body count. I'm pretty sure this is why these women now cannot be satisfied. You got to have sex for 2, 3, 4 hours to qualify as being able to have good sex nowadays, because these women have so much, they have so much sex. In order to keep up, you got to be able to please them, because they're already getting pounded out by multiple men in their life, instead of getting one man and keeping that one man. So it really puts you in a frame of mind of wondering, like, what's going on in this world, right? Like, how did we get to the point where children are being abducted for being to be sex workers? How did the world get to that point? And that's what led me down the thinking that I had to do this video. I don't think I have anything else, because, well, you could call me boring all you want to, but I like doing what I like to do. I like to do stuff that's regular, you know, because maybe I'm not, I haven't had a lot. I mean, I have had a good amount, but I'm talking about my 45 years of life. But I think I'm normal in that regard. I'm not. I don't need weird shit to get me going. You know what I mean? Where you have other people and they do all types of fucking perversions and shit. So with that, hopefully, you know, this reaches the ears of somebody who, you know, is willing to receive what we just discussed. And I'm gonna say shalom.